Hey, how you going? Ianapolis here, your acrylic guru from Australia. Welcome to my video today. We'll quickly get some sizes on the canvas there, what I'm using in centimetres and inches, and some colours running up the screen while we get this video going, all right? Now today's going to be a beautiful, cool, like an evening sky over a lake where some boats are moored, and there's some beautiful turquoise reflection in the water and a bit of a slight sun setting in the distance as well. Beautiful subject for a beginner to grasp today. So what I want to do is get my canvas, first off, the horizon line just a bit under half, just a tidbit under half, just taped up. And come over here and we'll get into this, all right? All right, I'm going to get the retarder, the slow drying medium, mixed with this craft paint, this white soft bodied student poster craft paint. I call it Flow White, and I use this to condition my canvas ready to paint a blendable surface so they mix like oils. And I just want to do the sky half first, and then I can take my time and then come back down to the water half. Now the water half will have reflections of the sky colours in there, but we can take our time and do the top half first if you want. I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. So get this on there and just stroke it backward and forward, nice and neat. Okay, I've just wiped the brush, I didn't wash it, and I'm going to get my cerulean blue now, and I want to get the blue, and we're going to get the sunsetting colours in the sky as well. Alright, so I'll show you how we do that so we don't blend any yellow with the blue. Alright, look at your sky. I want my yellow mainly around here. Okay, so I'm going to do the blue, just crisscross it into this white. You want it very pale for an evening sky. You don't want your blues too bright, too bluey. So around there, I'm just working out where I want it, somewhere around here. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that white because this here is a bit too blue for my liking. There we go. Now you can see how I've brushed that on, like these sort of ticks going up the page like that. It's got that sort of movement in the sky, but don't worry, we're going to blend all this as well. So I want some along there, just a little bit. Okay, I've just cleaned that brush now and I'm picking up some quinacridone magenta. Not too much of this. This will create our purpley colours before the Indian yellow. Now I want this to scoot within the blue, like this. I'm doing those ticks again, coming through here. Maybe get a little bit there. See this area here, this is going to be me yellow. So this magenta separates the two from turning green. There we go. Now what I'm going to do, this bit's pretty much done. I will get a blending brush and just blend this top half now. Okay, so I want to keep them long ways within the brush stroke so I don't lose that. I'm going to mix yellow here, so I'm not going to worry too much about blending that. Let's get all this up in the actual sky, softened back down and blended beautifully, because we're going to put a few clouds in there. Now on the evening when the sun's down in the sky, your clouds don't want to be bright, fluffy and white. I'm wiping my blending brush as it builds up paint. You want them to be backlit, so they're dark facing us. Okay, that's pretty much all right there. I mean, the sky's a little bit darker than what I would have liked it, but not to worry. All right, now I'm picking up the Indian yellow, and I'm also going to get this along that tape, along the bottom, using the brush sideways, not like this. I'm I'm using it this way so as I can get this ticked in there the way I stroked all those other colours on before. Now I'm only going to get this within that magenta colour. I don't want to bring it up into the blue, otherwise we'll start creating green in the sky, which is not quite the way a sky would look. And this is going to be the first time I'm doing this, picking up some yellow ochre or yellow oxide, because I mainly want to get rid of that harshness. Now, scrape it along like this. I'm just sort of feeling artistic and pick up some more. I want to get, see, I don't want just a big bright yellow and then this colour. I want to use this to sort of weld the two together and get those kind of colours within there. See, it's sort of caramelising a bit, which is beautiful. A bit down there. You're just killing the brightness of that Indian yellow, and I think I like the way this yellow oxide's working here. I'm happy with it. Now we're going to have clouds in front of some of this as well to sit things down. Grab your blending brush again. Now blend. I've cleaned that blending brush. Blend this, if you can, within all there. Nicely. Work out the pressure you're going to need. There we go. We don't want to hit it real hard and blend the living buggery out of it, you know. There. Okay, this is titanium white just out of the tube. Good quality artist titanium white. That's the flow white, and I want to use that. That's got no guts in it. This has got all the guts and glory within it. Now see how we got here? We've got the quinacridone. I still want to, so I'm just going to let this get dirty and kind of put like clouds here, and if I need to, blend some of it, pick up some more. This is just getting all those colours across here. Nice bright vibrant bit in the middle of our painting. Pick up some more. Come over here. I'm just kind of joining the colours together with this white. Pick up some more. I'm just scooting it across, and then we'll put the backlit clouds on there. All right. Could probably get a bit more within the middle here. Where's our? There we go. Love it, love it. Okay, I've still got our blue here, so we're going to use some grey mixed with that for our backlit clouds. So we've pretty much got the blue and the grey there. And work out where you want them. I want something like soft first, just wishing through here. There like that. Now quickly get a blending brush before it runs away from you and blend that. This is a backlit cloud, hopefully. And you just want to sit that in all of that wet sky there. Yeah, beautifully. Now, did you notice what I've been doing here? I blended it. Hang on, I'll get it done first and then I'll explain it to you. I blended that the way I've been painting everything on. I didn't just blend any old way, okay? These sort of things come to you further through your art journey. Okay, I'm going to get a bit more of that now. And we want maybe some whispery stuff here. Just one there. scooting up there like that. Beautiful. If anything, I'm still like, I love to bring things within. Might put something about here. And do the same again. Oh, these are beautiful backlit clouds. So it was just a sky colour with grey. Okay. Now I want at least something. Look at that colours, it's happening beautifully. I want something maybe about here. So we're going to get a beautiful cloud here. There we go. Yeah. That'll do. That will do it. Now I want to just turmoil it, get all that, wipe your brush. See what happens when you put your brush on there and you get turmoil. I've shown it so many times, but you can never be complacent thinking everyone's seen everything I've done. I've got to show it quite often in most of my videos when I'm doing a sky. There we go, that's a bit more forward than that lighter stuff behind there. Okay, using what's on the palette, I'm getting some white now, and I want to get our white left over with this just so it's a brighter value. Let's hope there's enough of it there. Maybe get a bit of that in there, bit of the blue, bit more of the blue. I'll wet it a bit because I'm just trying to find a lighter value for the bottom horizon clouds, okay? Which will sit, where's the tape? There it is there, so pretty much, yeah, a nicer different colour. Just something scooting across the bottom of the sky, setting the sunset back. Let's quickly blend that before they get away from us. How's that looking in the monitor? Be alright. So these are just low clouds. I might just use this brush in my hand that I've got to actually blend it as I go. Grab the corner of it, get some up here. There we go. Just something like that. Okay, I've just got a little bit of white because I want to get this in front of that there. So what I've done, I've just put that on there like that, just so as I can, hopefully that's still wet and it'll turmoil within there. It's given it a different value. That's done exactly what I wanted it. It's given it a bit of depth. So put a bit more on, just so it doesn't look like one flat colour on your painting. Little things like this help within your journey. And see what it's done? Like, see this one here, we'll put some thickness and depth within that cloud just by adding the white. Now the cloud's still wet, so you wouldn't be able to do this if it went dry. There we go, look at that. And I want to do the same probably with this, get some of this backwards and forwards of each other, and just lightly muck with it like that. And if you've done it too bright, you can always get the darker colour and put back. But this will pretty much do it for our sky. I've just grabbed some of that grey on its own, and because I want the horizon a bit darker down here, so I'm just sort of dancing some of this pretty much all the way along the horizon of those clouds, because I did turn a bit honeycomby colour, which wasn't the colour I was looking for, but I'll just alter that mistake like this. So we've got the grey there. Beautiful, I'm happy with that. We take the tape off and you'll get an idea what the waterline's going to look like. Now back down to the palette, I've getting the rest of this flow white that's mixed with the retarder. I've given this a light dry across the horizon line there, and we want to block this in. Sometimes when I get the paintbrush on there, I hold my breath. I think we all do that. Now I'm getting this blocked in down the bottom half now, because we're going to add some blendable colours in our water. All right. Okay, we'll start with the yellow. I've just wiped this brush, and I want to get the yellow in the water where I want it, and then I'll wrap the other colours around it. So pretty much here. Now I put tape there, so I want this pretty much here. Look at those blobs. I'll wipe some of that off, just so as I can do this. Okay. I'm glad I put that tape there, it gave me confidence. There we go. Okay, I'm going to get the cerulean blue, and I want pretty much coming right into that yellow, and then the same on this side. I'll pick up some more. It's starting to turn green, but that's okay. It's water, don't forget. Get it into that yellow. What I'm doing now is I'm controlling the glare of this yellow bit here with this green, this bluey green, if you notice what I'm doing. There we go. Now I'm just going to wipe that, because I want to get this nice and watery looking. There we go, I'm happy with that. Now just wiping the brush again, we've got some of the, I'll put a bit of this in there. I've got some turquoise. I'm putting some white with it. I'll get some more white there. There we go. And I want this is a different greeny sort of look. I want this now just scooted wherever. And then play around with it, get it blended, all sorts of stuff. Get out of the way, yeah. I just got to get this paint off the edge so as we don't keep dragging big colours through there. And there we go, we'll do this. And just keep pulling this through. I'll pick up a bit more of this just to add a bit of dark element down here. Because that yellow, you don't want a big bright yellow, it's just enough there to see it. Might be able to put just a little bit of quinacridone magenta here. There we go. I'm going to wipe the brush and try and get that just hinted within the water as well. X-stroke it to make it wider, and then finish it off with the cross strokes. There we go, we've got some hint of this sky colour down in there as well. Now before we finish this, I just want to put a bit of glistening light reflecting on the top of the surface of the water. So I've got my toothbrush. I want to get a lot of this actually all the way over here. I've done this in some other videos, it's a lot of fun. Get it to the right consistency. So if anything, I want to sort of radiate across there, so I just want to, let's try the, just puts light hitting the water surface. I like doing this. Before I go any further, I'll just get those big lines, blobs scratched out. I don't like the way they look like that. There we go, done. carefully take this tape off. Hopefully I dried the painting enough not to rip. Yeah. We're going to have a little bit of an island out there. I was a bit worried about white pushing behind the white tape because I didn't put it on tight enough, but we're going to have a bit of a foreground there. Now I've got some of this cloud colour, and before I get too carried away, I just want to get some of the reflections. So I'll come across here and just start pulling down some reflection, because there's going to be nothing out here and it looks a bit funny with no reflection in the water of these clouds. You'll notice I've got a gap between here and there. It's because I'm having that bit of land mass I just said we're going to do there. Okay, I've got some burnt umber here and some forest green. Mix those two together. And we're just going to map in the distant island over here, so to speak. So what I'll do is I'll use me steady stick, me bullshit stick, me keep it the easy stick, and I pretty much want to come from here. So I'll get the bottom on. Let's hope you can see that. Yes, you can. I'll get the bottom on, come along this horizon line here. I'm stamping it on, and then we can start making just the slightest little bit of height out there, because it's a ways back. It's about 1 kilometre or so back from where you're viewing it from. Does it make sense? And we'll get something here as well. So if anything, the top's up and down and the bottom is reasonably level. There we go, like that. All right, don't forget, just in little bits, give it some reflection, not too far down. All right, I've got some of the yellow ochre there, and I'm white. I want it really pale. So let's get a nice pale sand colour out there. And pretty much in the middle of what we've just put on there, you just want a little bit of a hint of land. So let's go, so here, nice, there, like so. Let it wear away. And then I'll probably want some along here. Keeping the reflection. I'm just getting some white with the burnt umber, just so as we can distinguish those trees there. They're looking a bit not the way I expected them to. So this is just putting some kind of light and dimension within them. There we go, they look like distant trees. Now just to finish it off and break it up, the colour here, brown, I mix with a bit of green. I'm getting some of that on a script liner, and I just want to put a simple little one-man boat or some type of vessel in the water here. Okay, so we'll just put something about here. We won't put it sideways, we'll put it like it's on the water. Let's see if I can get this. I'll just do this freehand. I'm just mucking around till it looks in perspective with the painting, you know. I've dried that. I've just mixed up a little bit of blue and white just to get some kind of shadow within here now. This is pretty much going to be the inside of the boat. A little bit more water, it's breaking up, it's not quite inky enough. Now if you can find a picture of a boat on this angle or the angle you want to put it, find that and use it as a reference. I don't even know what I'm bloody doing here. Just picking up some of the darker colour again and getting some shadow and whatnot with inside this boat. Now I didn't dry it and it looks like I should have. Now I also want to give it a bit of a mask just to make it some nautical theme. Just a little mask. There we go, something like that, nice and straight. Then you want to grab this colour and pretty much put the shadow in the water about there. I'm just going to wiggle it, wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. The shadow makes good believability within your paintings as well. And I want to get the mask of this little yacht boat vessel thing here and get that in the water as well, just something a little wonky. There we go. And maybe a little one at the back there. Let's just grab some white and just get some white hitting stuff in there. Very minimal, but enough to break it up. That'll do. Bit bright, that white. And we can probably get that the light blue colour we mix with white up here, get it a lot more paler, because then these little scallops you put here like this in the water, they're tedious, but you do bands of them and that gives you the illusion that wind's running across the top of your water. I'll put some just to sink that. I'm mainly doing this just to sink the reflection of the boat down and give you an idea where the water line is. So I've just given that a bit of a dry because these weren't quite hitting the colour there like that. What I'm doing here is pretty much what that toothbrush did. But this is just around the boat. I'm doing this just to sink things down. Okay, I'll just autograph this and we'll whack a frame on it. And be sure to check out the links in the description below. All my paintings are for sale, my tutorial paintings. There's a link there to see just what paintings are available. And there's a PayPal link there you use to pay for them. Private message me on Facebook. I want to thank all my patrons who support my channel there every month. Thank you very much for that. It helps me immensely. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That don't look too shabby in a beautiful frame. We've got the beautiful evening setting sun over a swamp or a lake. We just got a personal little boat out there. And just remember, you can do that, okay? And be sure to check out the links in the description below. There's quite a few there to knock yourself out with. I hope you had fun doing this. And if it's your first time here, share, like and subscribe. And if you like what I'm doing, be sure to tell your friends. But if you don't like what I'm doing and if I've upset you in any way, you tell everybody, all right? All the best, goodbye, good luck, and good on ya.